Welcome back to part 31 of the Bugatti Bolide, and then we are continuing finishing up the project here, the Bugatti Bolide design in SolidWorks. So in the last tutorial we've been working on some bits in the back here, and in this tutorial we are going to continue detailing our project. So let's have a look here. So let's take off these blue appearance here, and then let's just have a look at our feature tree. And since we are in display state 2, I want to bring in our top plane here with the right click and show, and I want to bring in the front plane as well, show that, and the right plane, we can leave the right plane, we don't need that for now, maybe we need it later. So the first thing I want to do is I want to close up these cutouts here, and then make them into a solid body, right? So let's try that by doing a sketch or surface, and let's try and do a fill surface by selecting these edges, these lower edges. And let's see if that closes in nicely. Okay, so that closed that one up nicely, and press OK. Okay, and then we will turn that into glass, of course, in a minute. So second one is let's go do another fill surface, and let's try and do the same thing on these ones here, and then just go all around on the lower edges here. And on this side as well, these lower edges. And let's hope this closes in very nicely. It does. That's okay. Okay, and now let's do the top part here, the fill surface, and let's select the lower edges here. So that closes in nicely. Press OK on that. Okay, and then for this side, we're just going to mirror this over to the other end, right? So let's go to features and then mirror, and let's choose the front plane for mirror, and then bodies to mirror. Of course, it's going to be this surface here, and press OK. And that causes that one. Now we're gonna grab this appearance here, or the glass appearance. So copy appearance, and then we're just gonna come over here and previous appearances, and then put on all these surfaces. Okay, so that mirrored it over on that one. So now that is glass. All right, so the next one is we're going to leave that for now, and then we're going to work with that probably in another tutorial or this tutorial, I'm not sure. So the next thing we want to do is, if you look at the pictures here, maybe we can see things a little bit better on this one. We zoom in, we can see we have something in the middle here, Okay, and then it kind of sweeps onto the windshield a little bit from this picture, and it's kind of a curved surface, right? That goes all the way up to here. And then, of course, we have a surface inside here, which needs to extrude down. So let's create that first. All right, but first let's save our project here. Okay, and let me just check. Yeah. All right, so to create that surface, what we need to do is add a 3D sketch that goes from just about from here all the way up to this endpoint here, to the endpoint. Maybe we can try and bring it all the way up to this endpoint here. So let's do that. So let's go to sketch and select 3D sketch, 3D spline. And what we're going to do is come to this point here, click on that point, and then we're just going to stay on this edge here. And on here, we're going to go up as this one here. And just come down to this point here, to this part. We're going all the way here. Okay, exit the sketch. All right, and then now we're going to need a direction of pull. So let's go and grab a center line, and we're gonna bring that center line from here to here, and we're just going to adjust that direction of pull from this side. So I want the direction of pull to be straight down. I don't want to snap to anything here. It snap to that surface, so let's Control Z. So about there. And let's fix that point from this side as well, this angle. Let's go this up to about here. Okay. All right, so that direction of pull looks good to me. However, we can adjust that by manipulating this line afterwards. All right, so press OK, exit the sketch. And then let's go to surfaces and go do an extrude surface. Surfaces, extrude surface. Let's select this, exit the sketch first. All right. And let's go to surfaces and extrude surface. It's jumping back into the surface for some reason. I mean, into the sketch. Exit the sketch. Okay, so surfaces, extruded surface. All right, so now we're good. So let's select the sketch first. And the direction of pull is going to be this line here. Okay, and then we can just pull this point back so we don't have that much surface. Here we don't need that much. Let's have a look at some from here. and that's good enough for us. Press OK. All right. So that completes that surface over there. And then let's mirror that surface over to the other end. So let's go to mirror, front plane, and then bodies to mirror is going to be the surface here. All right, so that's done. And then now we're going to jump onto creating this midsection here, which is actually a curved surface, right? So let's go ahead and add back our lines, shaded edges and lines. So we can see things a little bit better. Okay, and then let's come in here. And then what we're going to do is go to 3D sketch. And let's try and do that with the 3-point arc in a 3D sketch. If we can do that. Let's pull it up to here. Y and Z, that's what we want. So let's pull it up to about here. And we can change that later if it's not enough. Or take off from it. And that looks good. Okay. And then we want to add another 3D sketch. Another 3D sketch, a 3D spline from this point following these edges here. To this point here. Okay. And then let's see what we can create from this one. Okay, so let's go to surfaces and do our boundary surface. And then let's choose this sketch here. That's okay. And then this 3D sketch here. We zoom in. Press OK. Of course, let's flip the connectors. All right. And then let's select direction 2, which is going to be this edge here. And then this edge here. Okay, and then let's press OK and see what we have. All right, so it's transitioning very nicely up towards where we need that to be. Okay, so that's pretty good. However, what I want to do still is I want to come into this surface here. I want to extend the surface. You probably already know what I have in mind. So extend the surface and pull it all the way until it goes inside that glass. Press OK. All right. And then we're going to do a trim surface, and the trim tool is going to be the glass. And then we're going to trim out these lower sections here. That's okay. So obviously there's a problem here. So we, let's see. Okay, so let's go to trim surface again, and for trim tool, let's select the whole piece. Let's go to appearance and let's take out the blue glass appearance here. Okay, and let's go trim surface and let's select, of course, because we have to knit the windshield together, I believe. So let's go knit. Okay, and now let's go and knit this surface together. Oh, it's already together. It's already together because we extended it. So in theory, it should cut it, right? So let's try it again. Trim surface. Let's choose the windshield as the trim tool. Okay, and then we're going to remove this section here. All right, so it did it this time. So it's transitioning onto that surface very nicely. However, what I want to do is I want to go to do a offset surface. I want to offset this surface here. So let's try it again. So offset surface. Offset surface. Surfaces are not connected. Clear selection. Okay, so this is the surface we want to offset. All right, and if we want to offset it from the out to the outside, and I want to offset it to 1. Let's try 1 or 0.1 or maybe 0.5 would be better. 0.5. Okay, so 0.5 looks a little bit better. Or maybe it's a bit too much. Let's edit the future. That's actually might work. So yeah, so let's go to sketch, 3D sketch, and let's convert this edge here. Okay, and then we're going to do a direction of pull and direction of pull, and you want that to be on the Y and Z axis. Okay, and let's go to surfaces and extrude surface, and this is the sketch that we want to extrude that we just created. Let's exit the sketch first. Let's go extruded surface. Exit the sketch. And zoom out a little bit. Extruded surface, and let's select the sketch that we just created. Okay, and direction of pull is going to be this one here. Pull this up a little bit. Oh, that didn't work out very well, so let's try it again. So that's the sketch, and direction of pull is this one here. And let's make that 2. It could be 0.3 or 0.4. Yeah, that goes right through that one. Press OK. All right, and then now we're just gonna knit these 2 pieces together. All right, and then let's go ahead and trim this one. So let's go trim surface. So we're gonna select this as a trim tool. Let's clear selections from here. there's selections from here. So in here, we're going to select the trim tool, which is this one. And then what we're going to remove is going to be tricky a little bit. And that's what we can see it from here. So these two small pieces. I think it's selected. So press OK. Okay, that's good. And now let's go ahead and hide this surface here. And let's have a look at what we have. Perfect. So that's exactly the surface that I was going for. And this is one surface. So let's knit these two together. So that's one surface. Okay, and it's not touching the windshield, which we was going for. All right, so now we can add back our glass appearance here. Blue glass. And then copy appearance and add it to this one as well. Okay, and then let's knit these surfaces together as well. Okay, let's see if we can add some fillets on these corners. Let's try a small one here. One. So no, probably we don't need that. We can keep that sharp. So let's have a look without the edges. And that looks fantastic. All right, so let's save the model here. All right. Okay, and then we're going to leave this tutorial here, and then I'm going to see you back in the next tutorial. All right, thanks so much for staying with me. Bye bye.